Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's English Speaking Practice Podcast.
Hi, everyone. We are really happy to be with you today. Thank you for listening.
Today, we are going to talk about something very important for your life and your English, talking about future plans.
Yes, how to express your future in English naturally, confidently, and step by step.
So just relax, don't worry about mistakes, and try to repeat after us.
Mistakes are not problems. They are part of learning.
Exactly. If you make mistakes, it means you're trying, and trying means you're improving.
James, let's start with a simple question for our listeners.
Yes, a very simple one.
What are your future plans?
Think about it slowly. You can say simple sentences like, I want to or I will.
For example, I will say, I want to improve my English and help more people.
That's a great answer. And I will say, I want to become more confident and learn new skills every day.
Now, listeners, it's your turn. Try to say your future plan out loud.
Don't worry if it is simple. Simple is good.
Yes, simple English is real English.
James, let's go deeper. Why do people think about future plans?
Because people want direction in life. Without direction, life feels confusing.
That's true. When you don't know where you are going, every road looks the same.
But when you have a goal, everything becomes clearer.
Exactly. Even small goals give meaning to your day.
James, do you think people should plan everything in their life?
Not everything, but they should have a general direction. You don't need every detail, but you need a path.
That's very important, because life can change anytime.
Yes, and flexibility is also important.
Now, let's give our listeners some easy English sentences.
Good idea.
Repeat after me. I will study English every day.
I will not give up on my goals.
I will improve my speaking skills.
I will work on my future.
I will become a better version of myself.
Great job. Now say them again slowly in your mind.
James, many people are afraid when they talk about the future. Why is that?
I think because the future is unknown, people fear what they cannot control.
Yes, uncertainty creates fear.
But the truth is, nobody knows the future. Even successful people don't know everything.
So what do they do differently?
They take action anyway.
That's the key word, action.
Yes, action creates clarity.
James, let's imagine something.
Okay, I like imagination.
Imagine our listener 1 year from now.
Okay, I'm imagining.
They are speaking English more fluently.
They are more confident.
They understand movies and conversations better.
They are not afraid anymore.
That future is possible.
Yes, but only if they practice every day.
Even 10 minutes a day can change everything.
Small steps matter more than big dreams without action.
James, what is your personal future goal?
My goal is to grow every day and help more people improve their English.
That's very meaningful.
Yes, because teaching and learning together is powerful.
I agree. I also think helping others improves your own life.
Absolutely.
Now, let's talk about daily habits.
Yes, habits are the foundation of future plans.
What you do every day becomes your future.
Exactly. If you study every day, you become a better student.
If you practice English every day, you become fluent.
If you waste time every day, your future becomes harder.
So habits decide everything.
James, what is one simple habit for English learners?
Listening to English every day.
Yes, even while walking or relaxing.
And speaking even when you are alone.
Talking to yourself in English is very powerful.
Now, let's do a speaking practice again.
Good idea.
Say this. I am building my future.
My future depends on my actions.
I am learning step by step.
I believe in my progress.
I am not afraid of mistakes.
Great. Now repeat slowly.
James, many people are afraid when they talk about the future. Why is that?
I think because the future is unknown, people fear what they cannot control.
Yes, uncertainty creates fear.
But the truth is, nobody knows the future. Even successful people don't know everything.
So what do they do differently?
They take action anyway.
That's the key word, action.
Yes, action creates clarity.
James, let's imagine something.
Okay, I like imagination.
Imagine our listener 1 year from now.
Okay, I'm imagining.
They are speaking English more fluently.
They are more confident.
They understand movies and conversations better.
They are not afraid anymore.
That future is possible.
Yes, but only if they practice every day.
Even 10 minutes a day can change everything.
Small steps matter more than big dreams without action.
James, what is your personal future goal?
My goal is to grow every day and help more people improve their English.
That's very meaningful.
Yes, because teaching and learning together is powerful.
I agree. I also think helping others improves your own life.
Absolutely.
Now, let's talk about daily habits.
Yes, habits are the foundation of future plans.
What you do every day becomes your future.
Exactly. If you study every day, you become a better student.
If you practice English every day, you become fluent.
If you waste time every day, your future becomes harder.
So habits decide everything.
James, what is one simple habit for English learners?
Listening to English every day.
Yes, even while walking or relaxing.
And speaking even when you are alone.
Talking to yourself in English is very powerful.
Now, let's do a speaking practice again.
Good idea.
Say this: I am building my future.
My future depends on my actions.
I am learning step by step.
I believe in my progress.
I am not afraid of mistakes.
Great. Now repeat slowly.
James, many people are afraid when they talk about the future. Why is that?
I think because the future is unknown, people fear what they cannot control.
Yes, uncertainty creates fear.
But the truth is, nobody knows the future. Even successful people don't know everything.
So what do they do differently?
They take action anyway.
That's the key word: action.
Yes, action creates clarity.
That's very powerful.
Waiting does not help. Trying helps.
Now, let's connect this to English learning.
Okay.
If someone wants to improve English, what should they do first?
Start speaking immediately. Even simple words are enough.
Yes, don't wait for perfection.
Perfection comes after practice, not before it.
Very true.
Now, listeners, I want you to think deeply.
Think about your future self.
What kind of person do you want to become?
What habits will that person have?
What will they do every day?
Now, start becoming that person today.
Let's continue and go even deeper into your future plans and how to actually build them in real life.
Yes, because many people talk about dreams, but fewer people talk about the steps.
Exactly. So today, we will focus not just on dreams, but on actions.
James, let's ask something important to our listeners.
Yes, I'm ready.
What is one thing you want to change in your life this year?
Think carefully. It can be something small or something big.
For example, learning English better, waking up earlier, or being more confident.
All of these are great goals.
James, why do people struggle to achieve their future plans?
I think the biggest reason is inconsistency. People start, but they don't continue.
Yes, they lose motivation after a few days.
But success is not about a few days. It's about many months and years.
That's true. Consistency is everything.
Let's say something very important.
Go ahead.
Small actions every day create big results in the future.
That's a powerful sentence.
Now, listeners, repeat after me. Small actions create big results.
Again, small actions create big results.
Very good.
James, let's talk about fear again. Many people are afraid to try new things.
Yes, fear is very common.
How can they overcome fear?
By taking small steps, fear becomes smaller when you act.
So action is the solution to fear.
Yes, when you act, fear loses power.
That's very important for learners.
Absolutely, especially for English learners.
Because many people are afraid to speak English.
Yes, they think, what if I make mistakes?
But mistakes are part of speaking.
Exactly. Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes.
So listeners should not worry about perfection.
They should focus on communication.
James, let's give them a real-life speaking exercise.
Good idea.
Say this sentence: I am not afraid to speak English.
Now, I will try even if I make mistakes.
I am improving every day.
I believe in my future.
Great job.
Now, let's imagine something again.
Okay.
Imagine yourself in the future speaking English confidently.
You are talking to people from different countries.
You understand movies without subtitles.
You are expressing your ideas clearly.
That future version of you already exists in your actions today.
Yes, because every action you take builds that person.
Now let's talk about plans again.
Okay.
When people say, I have future plans, what should they include?
They should include clear goals and simple steps.
Yes, not just dreams, but real actions.
For example, not just I want to learn English, but I will study 20 minutes every day.
That is much better.
Because it is specific.
Exactly. Clear plans are easier to follow.
James, do you think writing down future plans helps?
Yes, definitely. Writing makes your thoughts real.
It becomes more serious when you write it.
And you can see your progress.
That's a good habit for listeners.
Yes, write your goals today.
Now let's go back to motivation.
Okay.
James, what do you do when you feel lazy?
I start with something very small, even one simple task,
Like what?
like reading one page or speaking one sentence in English.
That's very smart.
Because starting is the hardest part.
Yes, once you start, it becomes easier.
Exactly. Motion creates motivation.
Now let's give listeners another practice.
Yes, repeat after me.
I will start today.
I will not wait for tomorrow.
I will take small steps.
I will stay consistent.
I will build my future.
Very good.
James, let's talk about success again.
Okay.
What is success for you?
Success is becoming a better version of yourself than yesterday.
That's a beautiful definition.
Yes, success is not just money or fame.
It's growth.
Exactly. Growth is real success.
So every listener can be successful.
Yes, if they improve a little every day.
Now let's connect everything.
Okay.
Future plans, habits, actions, and consistency are all connected.
Yes, they all build your life.
So if you change your habits, you change your future.
Exactly.
James, let's finish this part with a strong message.
Go ahead.
You don't need perfect English to start.
You just need courage
And practice.
and consistency.
That's enough to change everything.
Now, listeners, remember this.
Your future is created by what you do today,
Not tomorrow,
not someday.
but today.
All right, let's keep going and talk more about real-life future situations.
Yes, because talking about the future is not just about dreams, but also about real-life decisions.
Exactly. For example, jobs, education, travel, and personal growth.
James, let's start with jobs. Many people want a better job in the future.
Yes, that is a very common goal.
How can English help with that?
English can open many opportunities. It can help you communicate with more people and work internationally.
That's true. Many good jobs require English skills.
So learning English is actually part of your future plan.
Exactly. It's not just a language, it's a tool.
A very powerful tool.
Now let's practice a real conversation.
Good idea.
Imagine someone asks you, "What are your future career plans?"
You can answer like this. I plan to improve my skills and find a better job.
Or, "I want to grow in my career and learn new things."
Very simple and natural.
Now, listeners, try to answer this question.
What are your career plans?
Say it out loud.
Now, let's talk about studying.
Yes, many people want to study in the future.
Maybe in another country.
Yes, studying abroad is a big dream for many people.
Isabella, would you like to study abroad?
Yes, I would love to. It is a great experience to learn about new cultures and improve language skills.
That's true.
And English is very important for that.
Absolutely.
Now let's give listeners a sentence. I want to study abroad in the future.
I am preparing for my education.
I am improving my English for my studies.
Great practice.
James, let's talk about travel again.
Okay, travel is exciting.
Many people dream about traveling the world.
Yes, and English helps a lot when traveling.
You can communicate with people, ask for help, and enjoy your experience more.
Exactly.
Now let's imagine a situation.
Okay.
You are in another country and you meet new people.
You introduce yourself confidently.
You speak clearly.
You understand others.
That feels amazing.
Yes, and that is possible with practice.
James, let's go deeper into confidence.
Yes, confidence is very important.
Many people know English, but they are afraid to speak.
That's true. Knowledge is not enough. You need confidence.
How can people build confidence?
By practicing regularly and speaking without fear.
So, action again?
Yes, always action.
Now, listeners, repeat after me. I am confident.
I can speak English.
I am improving every day.
I am not afraid.
James, let's talk about time again.
Okay.
Many people say they don't have time.
Yes, but time is about priorities.
Exactly. If something is important, you find time.
Even 10 minutes a day is enough to start.
Consistency is more important than long hours.
Yes, short but regular practice is powerful.
James, what about people who start and stop many times?
They need discipline.
What is discipline?
Doing something even when you don't feel like doing it.
That's a strong definition.
Yes, discipline creates results.
Now let's do a deeper thinking exercise.
Okay,
Imagine your future self again.
but this time, imagine 5 years later.
Where are you?
What are you doing?
How is your English?
Who are you talking to?
What kind of life are you living?
Now, think about one thing.
What can you do today to become that person?
That's a powerful question.
Yes, because the answer is always action.
Small action today, big change tomorrow.
James, I think our listeners are improving already
Yes, just by listening and thinking in English.
and speaking along with us.
That's very important.
Let's give one more strong message.
Okay,
You don't need to be perfect.
you just need to start.
You don't need big steps.
Small steps are enough.
You don't need to be fast.
Just don't stop.
James, I really like this conversation.
Me too. It's simple but very powerful.
Yes, because it connects English with real life.
And that is the best way to learn.
Now, listeners, remember this.
Your future is not something far away.
It is something you are building right now.
With every word you learn.
With every sentence you speak.
With every action you take.
All right, let's continue and move into more real-life conversations about the future, especially situations where you need to speak clearly and confidently.
Yes, for example, job interviews, meeting new people, or talking about your goals.
These situations are very common and they're very important for your future.
James, let's imagine a job interview situation.
Good idea. That's very useful.
So imagine the interviewer asks, "What are your future plans?"
You can answer like this. In the future, I plan to improve my skills and grow in my career.
Or, "I want to learn new things and become better at my job."
Simple and clear.
Yes, you don't need complicated English.
Let's go deeper.
Okay,
What if the interviewer asks, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
that's a very common question.
Yes, and many people don't know how to answer.
You can say, "In 5 years, I see myself more experienced and confident."
Or, I see myself working in a better position and continuing to grow.
That sounds natural and professional.
Now, listeners, try to answer this question.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Take your time.
Speak slowly and clearly.
Now let's move to another real situation.
Talking to a friend about your future.
Yes, this is more casual.
For example, you can say, "I'm planning to learn English and travel."
Or, I want to change my job and improve my life.
Very natural.
Isabella, do you think it is important to talk about your plans with others?
Yes, because it makes your goals more real.
And it can motivate you.
Also, other people can support you.
Now let's talk about obstacles.
Yes, because not everything is easy.
What stops people from achieving their future plans?
Fear, laziness, and lack of discipline.
That's true.
Also, negative thinking.
Yes, mindset is very important.
James, how can people stay positive?
By focusing on progress, not perfection.
That's a great idea.
Even small progress is success.
Yes, every step matters.
Now, let's give listeners a mindset exercise.
Okay.
Repeat after me. I am moving forward.
I am improving every day.
I believe in my future.
I will not give up.
Great job.
Now let's talk about long-term thinking.
Yes, thinking about the future over many years.
James, do you think long-term planning is important?
Yes, but it should be flexible.
Why flexible?
Because life changes and we must adapt.
That's very true.
Let's imagine a long-term goal.
Okay,
You want to become fluent in English in 2 years.
that's a great goal.
What should you do?
Practice every day, listen, speak, and learn step by step.
Exactly.
Now let's break it into small steps.
Yes.
Today, learn 5 words.
Tomorrow, practice speaking.
Next week, have a simple conversation.
Step by step.
James, I think this is the key.
Yes, breaking big goals into small actions.
It makes everything easier.
And less stressful.
Now let's talk about confidence again.
Okay.
Confidence comes from action.
Yes, not from thinking.
So if you want confidence, you must practice.
Exactly. Now, listeners, say this.
I am confident in my future.
I trust my progress.
I am learning step by step.
I am getting better every day.
James, let's talk about consistency again.
Yes, it's very important.
What happens if someone is not consistent
They don't see results.
and they lose motivation?
Yes, it becomes a cycle.
So what is the solution?
Make learning a daily habit.
Even small practice every day.
That is enough.
James, I think we should give one final deep message before continuing.
Okay.
Your future is not created in one day.
It is created every day.
With small actions.
With consistent effort.
With belief in yourself.
That's powerful.
Yes, and our listeners need to hear this.
All right, let's continue and bring everything together in a natural and meaningful way.
Yes, now we want you not only to understand English, but to feel confident using it in your real life.
Because language is not just words, it is a tool for your future.
Exactly. When you speak English, you open new doors in your life.
Let's imagine one more situation.
Okay?
You meet someone new, and they ask you, what are your plans for the future?
You can smile and answer confidently, I am working on improving myself and building a better future.
Or you can say, I want to learn, grow, and create new opportunities in my life.
Simple, clear, and powerful.
Now let's go deeper emotionally.
Yes, because your future is not just about work or study, it is also about happiness.
That's true.
James, what does a happy future look like for you?
For me, a happy future means balance, growth, and meaningful relationships.
That's beautiful. What about you? For me, it means helping people, learning every day, and enjoying life.
Now, listeners, think about your answer.
What does a happy future look like for you?
Take your time.
Now, let's talk about belief.
Yes, belief is very powerful.
If you don't believe in your future, it becomes very hard to act.
That's true.
But when you believe, even small actions feel meaningful.
Belief gives you energy.
Now repeat after me. I believe in my future.
I trust my journey.
I am improving every day.
I will achieve my goals.
Very good.
Now let's connect everything we talked about.
Your future plans give you direction.
Your goals give you purpose.
Your habits build your progress.
Consistency creates results.
And belief gives you strength.
Everything is connected.
Yes, your future is like a puzzle.
Every small action is one piece.
And slowly your life becomes complete.
Now let's imagine your future one last time.
You are confident.
You are speaking English clearly.
You are not afraid to express your ideas.
You are growing every day.
You are living a better life.
This is not just imagination,
This is your possible future,
and it starts today.
right now.
So what is your next step?
Maybe learning new words.
Maybe speaking one sentence.
Maybe practicing for 5 minutes.
Whatever it is, just start.
Now let's say something together.
I will start today.
Again.
I will not give up.
One more time.
I can build my future.
Very good. We are proud of you for listening and practicing.
Yes, every minute you spend learning is an investment in your future,
Keep going, even when it feels difficult.
because progress is happening.
And remember, you don't need to be perfect.
You just need to continue,
Step by step.
day by day.
Thank you so much for listening to this podcast.
We hope this conversation helped you improve your English and your mindset.
Keep practicing
Keep believing.
and keep building your future.
We will see you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye and happy learning.